So also this past week, Microsoft confirmed that they stopped all Xbox One production in 2020, so they could focus on the new generation. And I don't know, man. It's crazy
How
to
do
think
we
about.
yeah, how do we feel about
Look,
the X1
there's a
generation?
chip shortage. There's a chip shortage out here.
Tell that to Sony.
Let's
Anyway, they ain't gotta.
Yeah, no, bro. How do we overall feel about like the Xbox One generation? Personally, only reason I bought an Xbox One was to play Titanfall 1.
Mm.
That's the only reason I bought an Xbox One.
Right.
Um,
I
yeah, that
bought
game
one
got
because
killed
I'm a
this year too.
sheep. I'm an Xbox sheep. I'll admit
They
that.
got you.
I'm gonna I'm gonna play Halo every time. So
Yeah.
look, if Halo ever goes to PlayStation, then I'll play PlayStation.
It
Or
was about to.
if they make All Stars again, I
Mm,
might scoop a PlayStation for that game.
yeah.
Um,
Oh my bad. Go
no, but it'll definitely be the digital one. I'm not paying all that money. Yeah. but but I was a sheep. But when I saw the difference in horsepower, and then the PlayStation was still smaller, and then the power brick was internal, I was just like, "What are you doing over here, Microsoft?" I was pissed. I
Yeah,
was so pissed.
and it was
But
ugly.
then, yeah, it was. And then,
I thought it was
you
fire at the
know,
time when
I
I
did
bought it.
not. I did not. I did like the TV stuff. I was one of those few people. I like the TV stuff, but
Mm,
I'm like, you can't underpower it though. Like that's what hurt me was the underpower, not so much the direction. Because truth be told, except for Connect, they end up doing all the things that they were going to talk about. They just didn't have a good way of communicating it, but they end up doing all that stuff. Um,
Yeah,
Technically, they didn't do always on, but really, can you really play any of these games without internet? Like, come on now.
yeah, exactly.
So they pretty much did all the things. They were just bad at communicating it. Um, but my whole thought, especially how the generation ended, was they couldn't fire that Don Mattrick person just 3 years earlier and hurry up and get like.
Seriously,
And there was a guy.
seriously.
If they had gotten to Phil Spencer earlier, just think of what we would have had.
Yo, seriously. Did y'all watch the Xbox documentary?
I
I
watched the
haven't watched
first
it.
one. I didn't watch the other parts yet.
It's
I need
really
to watch the
good.
other parts.
Don Match. I was surprised, but Don Matrick is actually interviewed in there. I was like, I thought he was gonna be permanently like
Right.
excommunicated. You know what I'm saying? Like never can step close to a Microsoft anything. But nah, he was on there. He kind of uh he
He
defended
owned up to
himself.
anything?
He defended himself, but he admitted that he made some, that whole PR speaking made some missteps and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's
What's he
interesting.
doing with his life now?
Just being a rich motherfucker, like, cause he's not at Zynga
Mm.
anymore. Uh, cause
Oh
that was
man,
like his first like golden parachute was just to go straight to Zynga,
if
and
he
they
got them
paid him.
shares still,
I'm
That's
sure he
true.
does.
That's true. This man, damn, talk about fail upwards. God
bruh.
damn. Seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. Like if they cuz cuz even think about like how like the 360 kind of sputtered out. Like it was like the last like 2 years of 360 was uneventful. Like they kind of got into that whole we're going to
But why
rest
was
on.
that?
It was cuz yeah, Don Matrick. Yeah.
Dude left. That dude left. I forget his name. Dude that's running EA.
Oh, Peter Moore?
Peter Moore. He was killing it. He was the first to get all the Netflix and the apps.
Yep.
He locked down all those exclusivity deals. Like it was bang, 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 bang. And then he left. And then what happened? Like, so there was never really any wins with Mattrick. The only win was, oh, you unveiled the small
The
Xbox
Slim. I'm
360.
not gonna lie, that shit was hype. I went
I scooped one.
immediately after that shit was done. I went straight to Tallahassee Mall and no, Governor Square, and picked up that Slim. That shit was sweet.
Yeah,
That's like my last like big I guess reveal from like E3 where it's like, oh shit, I gotta go get that now.
yeah, it
But
was
yeah,
juicy, but like that was it though. That was
yeah,
his like shining moment, and then everything else was trash.
yeah.
Damn.
He closed down a lot of studios, you know. It's
I'm
bad.
gonna have
I
to watch
mean,
that joint.
yeah. But
Was he
yeah,
responsible for Lionhead closing down?
I believe so. I believe so. I think it was right in that early, was it maybe the in between 360 and Xbox One coming out. But yeah, I mean Xbox One, like I only, like I said, Titanfall was the main reason I picked it up. The Master Chief Collection when that came out 2014. Um even that kept me on that platform, but even that was barely working for like the first like 3 years. Um yeah, I don't really have any great memories with Xbox One. Like it was kind of like I think the One X is like the shining memory with that. When they came out with the One X, that was like a symbol it was kind of like, you know, this is the direction we're going into the next generation. Like we're going to go back to being powerful. We're going to, you know, give you games. And then we got Game Pass. You know, Xbox One, like as much as we kind of, you know, don't have that many fond memories, we got Game Pass out of how bad Xbox One did. So if it wasn't for that,
Wouldn't
we
have
wouldn't have
Game
got that.
Pass.
Exactly.
I
And we
like the
probably wouldn't
one.
have
All right.
backward compat to the
Oh,
degree
Back,
we have
yeah,
it.
back compat too. Yep.
you got a point there, and they definitely have like a fantastic like backwards compatible lot. Like you can play Xbox like original Xbox, and I'm like I don't even know how y'all
OG. Yes.
did that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean I liked it fine. I didn't get the Connect and all that stuff. Like I mean, I was broke. I bought the OG Xbox One in
I
2015
was
because I
broke.
wanted to play Halo. You s-
I was broke
what?
as well. I just made bad decisions. And got back Connect.
Hey, you had to do
I
what you had to
love the.
do, man.
I still have the Connect. My Connect
This
is connected
this
to
man
the
is a
One
Connect
X.
loyalist.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
seriously.
And when I transition the Series X to the living room, the Series X will get the Connect. Absolutely. Need it.
I feel like you're like the one person I know that actually used all of the features of the Xbox One. The
Absolutely.
TV stuff,
Yep.
the Connect. Um yeah, I mean like
I don't use
you
the TV
were.
as much. I used to have Direct TV. And then yes, it went into there through like the HDMI in. So I did use that for a period of time, but I use YouTube TV now. But yeah, pretty much every feature I've used it at least for a stretch of time.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I feel like I should get a Halo Infinite Series X for that.
I
For
agree.
being so
Oh my!
loyal.
I
I
wanted
mean,
that
I
thing
should get
so bad.
one because I bought the Halo 5 one. I'm just putting that out there.
Just putting that out there.
Putting that out there.
Oh my, bruh.
I would have loved the Halo 5 like 1X at least, but you know,
I mean,
can't win them all.
can't buy one on Xbox for 1,300. I mean, on eBay for 1,300.
1,300. Get out my face. That's trash.
Craziness.
They stay bugging. They said you be sad. They said you get one after you finish the battle pass.
Well, shit. Let me start grinding then.
Facts. Listen, if that was a guarantee, nigga.
Listen, podcast canceled. We have work to do, gentlemen. Let's go.
I work to do.